In this episode, Andre sits down with entrepreneur and author Robert Edward Grant to delve into the concepts of Gnosticism, the Cabalion, and the Hermetic principles. They discuss the importance of knowing oneself and the role of love in transcending duality. Robert shares his insights on enlightenment and the interconnectedness of all beings. Grant believes that one of the main reasons we are here is to learn who we are and to remember who we are. This process of self-discovery is essential for personal growth and spiritual development. Grant emphasizes that knowing oneself goes beyond just the conscious mind and extends to the entire sphere of our existence. He suggests that we are all interconnected and that understanding this interconnectedness is crucial for transcending duality and experiencing a higher level of consciousness. Grant shares his perspective on enlightenment, stating that it is the point at which the expression of love that flows from our hearts supersedes the desire for objective truth. He believes that the only truth that exists is the love behind all things. Grant explains that enlightenment is not about rejecting truth, but rather about realizing that the sum of all possible perspectives is the only possible truth. He suggests that true enlightenment comes when we no longer judge the acts or experiences that we would normally have to forgive. It is a state of non-judgment and unconditional love. Grant discusses the Hermetic principles, which are a set of 7 principles that are believed to govern the universe. He explains that these principles are there to help us understand the context of our existence and to unlearn the judgments that we have accumulated. Grant sees the Hermetic principles as facets of truth rather than objective facts. He suggests that the only whole truth is the sum of all possible subjective perspectives of that truth. By embracing these principles, we can transcend duality and expand our consciousness. Grant briefly touches on Gnosticism, which is a religious and philosophical movement that emerged in the early Christian era. He mentions that Gnosticism emphasizes the importance of knowledge and self-discovery. Grant sees Gnosticism as a way to understand the hidden story or hidden gem behind our existence. He suggests that this hidden gem is love itself, and that love is the basis of all things. By embracing Gnosticism, we can tap into this hidden gem and experience a deeper level of consciousness. Grant believes that love is the key to transcending duality and experiencing a higher level of consciousness. He suggests that the universe itself is a lover of learning, and that it expands through our unique perspectives and experiences. Grant emphasizes the importance of self-love and acceptance, as well as love for others. He explains that the more we can fall in love with ourselves and embrace non-judgment, the more our manifestations and experiences will change. Love is the only thing that can transcend duality and time, and it is the ultimate truth behind all things. Grant discusses the concept of transcending duality, which he sees as a key aspect of spiritual growth. He suggests that duality is a fundamental aspect of our existence in this dimension, but it is not the ultimate truth. Grant explains that transcending duality involves realizing that the only obstacles that are real are the ones we persistently believe. He encourages listeners to change their perception of the world and to embrace non-judgment. By doing so, we can experience a meaningful change in our manifestations and experiences. Grant delves into the concept of the living mind and intelligence that exists in all matter. He refers to the Cabalion and other texts that discuss the idea that life is intelligent and that there is a living intelligence beneath all physical manifestations. Grant draws parallels between this concept and the idea of the Force in Star Wars, as well as the Egyptian concept of the Jedi. He suggests that the universe is mental and that everything we perceive is an extension of our own consciousness. Grant believes that understanding this concept allows us to tap into the power of our thoughts and beliefs to manifest our desires. Grant explores the interconnectedness and mirroring effect of physical manifestations. He explains that everything in nature exhibits patterns and that pattern recognition is a crucial aspect of the awakening journey. Grant gives examples of how patterns can be seen in physics, such as the Fibonacci sequence and the harmonic profile of the universe. He also discusses how the physical world mirrors the microcosm and macrocosm, with similarities between atoms, solar systems, and galaxies. Grant suggests that by understanding these patterns and connections, we can gain a deeper understanding of ourselves and the universe. Grant discusses the principle of vibration and its significance in understanding the power of mental vibrations. He talks about how everything in the universe is in motion and that nothing is at rest. Grant explains that our thoughts and emotions emit vibrations that can attract similar vibrations and manifest our desires. He gives examples of how vibrations can be harnessed, such as wireless electricity and the resonance of tuning forks. Grant also emphasizes the importance of precise temperament tuning and the use of specific frequencies that are in harmony with our biology. He suggests that by understanding and harnessing our mental vibrations, we can control our state of being and choose our destiny. Grant explores the principle of polarity and its role in understanding duality. He explains that opposites are identical in nature but differ only in degree. Grant gives examples of opposites, such as good and evil, love and hate, and humility and arrogance. He suggests that by recognizing the interconnectedness of opposites, we can gain a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world. Grant also discusses how polarity can be seen in the physical world, such as the relationship between heat and cold. He emphasizes that understanding polarity allows us to navigate the realm of duality and use it to our advantage. Grant discusses the concept that many things in life are identical in nature but differ in degrees. He gives the example of humility and arrogance, stating that they are two sides of the same coin. Grant shares his observation that people who constantly judge others for their arrogance often turn out to be the most arrogant themselves. He also mentions the concept of piousness, which he describes as a form of arrogance and humility. Grant further expands on this idea by discussing communism and fascism. He notes that he couldn't find a single example of a country claiming to be communist that didn't turn out to be fascist. This observation leads him to the realization that many things in life, besides love, are identical in nature but differ in degree from their opposite. Grant emphasizes the importance of unlearning what we have learned, as Yoda famously said in Empire Strikes Back. He believes that we create mental prisons for ourselves by clinging to certain beliefs and perspectives. Grant mentions how peer-reviewed studies have shown that rats born in a bucket never attempt to climb out, even when the lid is removed. This demonstrates how our beliefs and attachments can limit our perception and prevent us from exploring new possibilities. Grant also discusses the attachment we form to subjective perspectives and how they can lead to biased and narrow-minded views of reality. He encourages listeners to open themselves up to different perspectives and break free from their self-limiting beliefs. Grant introduces the principle of rhythm, which states that everything in life goes through cycles and rhythms. He explains that our lives have their own rhythms, just like the tides of the ocean or the cycles of the moon. Grant believes that understanding these rhythms can help us become masters of our reality. He discusses the current expansion period humanity is going through and how it is doubling our octave. Grant explains that this collective expansion is unprecedented and that those attracted to this podcast are here for a reason. He encourages listeners to recognize where they are in their life cycle and find their flow within the rhythms of life. Grant also emphasizes the power of gratitude in raising our vibration and shifting our perception. He shares that he cannot feel fear while in a state of gratitude and that gratitude can help us change our perception of challenging situations. Grant delves into the principle of cause and effect, explaining that every effect has its cause and every cause has its effect. He discusses the interconnectedness of actions and consequences, emphasizing that our beliefs about the consequences of our actions shape our reality. Grant believes that our beliefs and intentions play a significant role in shaping our experiences. He also touches on the idea that the future can influence the past, challenging the notion that cause and effect only apply in a linear fashion. Grant suggests that as we raise our frequency and connect with our higher selves, we can access the superconscious mind and experience miracles and magic in our lives. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe.